Well, the battle between the crypto industry and the Securities and Exchange Commission escalating further today as crypto firm Consensys, a major backer of the Ethereum blockchain, filed a lawsuit against the agency in a Texas federal court, asking it to resolve one of the industry's biggest legal conundrums. Is Ethereum a security or not? Joining us now, Charlie Gasparino, you've been all over this.
I don't know why the market isn't reacting more. I mean, the crypto market isn't reacting more wildly on this, because this is a big thing. Let's be clear here. There's three major cryptos. There's the Bitcoin, right? Which we know the SEC thinks is a commodity, not a security. You don't have to register with us. You're not in trouble if you if you buy it, stuff like that. Then there's Ripple's the third one. We'll get to the second one in a minute. And they're in trouble. The SEC is suing them, saying that there's an unregistered security. They want gazillions of dollars. You know, there was a court ruling that was half good, half bad for Ripple, but that's still being sorted out. Then there's Ethereum, Ether, which is the second largest, as you know. It's one of the mainstays, which is in sort of regulatory neverland. Nobody knows what the SEC really thinks about this. If it's declared a security, since it's so widely held, it could just blow up the markets. I mean, no doubt. I mean, a lot of people hold this thing. If it's declared a commodity, well, then it paves the way for a lot of stuff, including an Ethereum ETF that Larry Fink at BlackRock and a lot of other places want. Okay, so here's what we had today, which is, I think, fascinating. We found out, and this is via some really good reporting from Ellie Terrett, my producer, because he was all over this thing. There was a Wells notice from the SEC to Ethereum, to the Consensys blockchain, to Ethereum, saying that, basically implying that the SEC believes Ethereum is a security, unregistered, and all the stuff, kind of backing up all the stuff that Gary Gensler said. That happened. On top of that, Consensys, which is this sort of group that's behind Ethereum, run by Joe Lubin and Vitaly Buterin, I believe his name is, big players in crypto, have sued the SEC, saying they want clarity now on whether this is a security or not. So this thing is reaching ahead, and I'm not quite sure why it's not trading up or down or whatever. Maybe no one really knows what to make of this, but this is huge. I mean, this is gonna be. There's a lot of money on the table here. If the SEC comes out and point blank says it's a security, well, then that's a problem. There's not going to be no ETF for Ethereum. And by the way, a lot of people holding this stuff could probably take a big hit. If it's a commodity, well, then prices are going up and everything is, hunky dory. We should point out that Ellie believes, based on her reporting, that this is probably takes the Ethereum ETF off the table for foreseeable future. People are thinking maybe next month or whatever. It's this is going to be very hard to sort through. One thing that's interesting about these crypto firms that sue the SEC and fight them, they do usually get really good counsel. I mean, Ripple had really good counsel. That's why it won sort of a half-baked victory, and it's still fighting fighting another day. From what I understand, from what Ellie tells me, that Consensys and Ethereum, they've hired Paul Weiss. Now, if you know anything about not Paul Weiss, not Latham & Watkins, not Marty Lipton's firm. Okay. Wachtell Lipton. So if you know anything about Wachtell Lipton, they are the premier corporate governance, fight firm. Marty Lipton is a legend in corporate lawyering, and he's the guy that created the poison pill takeover defense. Oh, wow. And he's still, from what I understand, he's still kicking. Like in the old days, they'd come after you, leverage buyout, and he created something called the poison pill. One of his last things was representing Les Moonves as he was trying to unwind CBS out of Sherry Redstone's National Amusements. So remember, this guy, this is a big firm and a powerful firm.
So they've got good representation. I'm just curious, all of this uncertainty, if Ethereum ends up being declared a security, clearly Gary Gensler doesn't seem to have much love for the crypto space. He begrudgingly approved that Bitcoin ETF. To me, that makes Bitcoin potentially skyrocket. The Bitcoin ETF become more attractive.
And if Ethereum is deemed a security, Ripple is already, they believe it's a security. Again, half-baked victory. It's too complicated to get in, but they're gonna appeal that, and they probably have good grounds to appeal it. There's only going to be one crypto that's legal, so to speak. everybody else has got to go to the SEC and pay money, and it's going to be crazy. It will be Bitcoin, and that will be a net positive for Bitcoin.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't give investment advice, but I'm saying logically, yeah.
Logically, yeah, that would make sense. Well, great stuff, Charlie. We're going to be watching this for sure.
All right.